As we mentioned earlier in the show, spring sprung at 7:02 this morning, and so it's perfect that Jeanene Ebeling is here to discuss spring things such as bees and butterflies.
Right, and because today on the calendar anyway, it says today is spring, I thought I would talk about spring things, and you just had one of our master gardeners on talking about our plant sale Saturday. And most people, when they think about spring, if they're not talking about spring gardening or their landscape or their lawn or already thinking about what they're going to do this summer with their kids. But a lot of people don't think about pollinators.
Okay.
And that's where bees and butterflies and insects and bugs come in. We need pollinators to have a really good garden and beautiful flowers and trees, fruit trees, everything. Some are self-pollinating, but you know, most do need pollinators. And we are having some difficulty with the bee population because of pesticides and things like that and chemicals. And when people apply or going to use any kind of chemicals, they need to think about that they're not only harming maybe if they use an insecticide, they're not only harming the pests they don't want, but they can also be harming the good insects that they do want.
Yes, and you know, I know that we're actually running out of time, but I want to ask really quickly, for people that do have beehives at their home, I know some people do call the exterminator. What's probably the best way to handle that situation?
You're talking about their problem? The beehives are
like
a problem?
If
there
they
are
don't want them
beekeepers
there.
around that they need to call, and those beekeepers a lot of times will come and get those bees and relocate them. That's really the best way. That's what they need to do. And they can always contact us. We're going to have a bee seminar. They haven't got a date yet, but it's going to be like in September. And that will teach them a lot of things about bees.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And again, keep those pollinators pollinating. All right. We're going to toss it over to Dana for a final check of the weather.